potato chips.
Oh my God. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast, the BamCast. The BamCast, as always, is the home of the anti-PC. Shout out to Boom Drop Physics for the intro song, as always, and Prismatic Verse for the intro sequence, lower thirds, and graphical stuff that you guys been seeing. Link either one of them if you need anything done. California Apparel, promo code BAM20, 20% off anything you guys have ordered. And if you want to know more about Strawhouse JA, link up at Brandon Cowan. He'll on Instagram, I don't think he's on Twitter, and you'll know more about it. Here with me as always is the faithful co-host Bobby B.
Pre.
And we are here pouring again back in person. Thank you. Even
COVID allegedly still about.
Oh yeah, he was saying earlier COVID fake, and I was like, I was waiting on you to get there. I was just waiting on it to reach. Hold on.
I don't know if it's fake.
I was just waiting on Bob to get there.
I don't know if it's fake, like, but there's a lot of questions.
Bob's been at home just building his tinfoil hat, guys, and slowly but surely it's finishing. So, what are your thoughts on COVID, Bob?
All right. Just hear me out.
I'm here.
I'm just saying. I'm not even going to say why these things make sense. I'm just going to say these things and allow you to put them together.
Look at him being a professional, looking at his camera.
Yeah. Trump don't wear a mask. Mike Pence don't wear a mask. Mike Pence goes to meetings with people who don't wear masks. One of Mike Pence aide them allegedly had COVID, who was in a meeting with Trump and all of the other man, none of them not get COVID. Protests are going in America. COVID number now go.
Don't touch me.
The white people then protest 2 weeks before the black people. I bet you when the number them start go up, you're going to hear the black people fault.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Didn't you say on another pod that the second wave going to be lovely?
There's a lot of questions around this virus. The WHO, the World Health Organization, came out the other day and said
they got him
that the asymptomatic people, transmission from asymptomatic people is rare. Then everybody relaxed, and then the WHO went, fuck, we didn't want them to relax. Next day, the same scientists come out and say, hey, I didn't mean that. I mean that in the very small thing that we tested, the transmission was rare, but that don't mean it worked the same everywhere for everybody. And then, okay, but isn't that how you do testing? You can't, you do sample sizes and stuff. You can't just, isn't that how it works? Scientific method and stuff. But all right, cool. Big up yourself. Just in that small sample size. All right, cool. Big up.
It took him a lot longer than I thought it would to reach it. That's all I'm saying.
If that is true, that asymptomatic transmission is rare, then everyone wearing face masks, mandatory face masks, don't make sense. Only sick people and frontline health workers need to wear face masks.
I don't know if you've noticed, Bob. People stop wearing face masks a long time.
I know Jamaican people never wore them properly in the first place. But a lot of business establishments require you to wear them.
You like something wrong with you when you have on a face mask nowadays.
A lot of establishments require you to wear them to go inside. So it's annoying for me more like. I'm more like jump out of the van and forget it in the van. And I reach the door of the place and I forgot
my mask.
Yeah, basically. So
I only find it annoying because it fogs up my glasses. But like besides that, I just put my glasses on top of my head.
Them say you just put something there, just fold up a tissue
and put it
under the nose bridge.
I just put my glasses on top of my head and I'm good. I can see.
I can't see that, man. So
yeah.
But yeah, so I'm not saying COVID is not real.
Yeah, he is.
I'm not saying
quote him on that, guys. Quote him on that.
I'm not saying it's not real. I am just saying it's definitely a pandemic.
He's been saying that to me.
That's all I'm saying.
And all I'm saying is, I find it really, really, really funny because Bob takes things seriously. I try not to take things seriously. I found it really funny how society was just like, dog, I've had enough of this. And then it just trickle, boom.
Literally just went, yo, I'm tired of COVID and I feel like if I just pretend it's not there, it won't go away. And then that's what happened. I'm going back to work on Monday, like in office. I've been working, but working from home. That's stupid.
Yeah, I've been working from home for 3 months.
Businesses could save so much money on rent and utilities if they didn't have as much office space or didn't use it as much.
I think so.
If they had the capacity and the type of business that allows the employees to work from home. In all honesty, all right, Martin's line of work, which is digital media.
Why the
fuck am I coming into the office, Batman? Every meeting, every project, everything can be done online on the computer. We have Zoom, we have Microsoft Teams, we have Gmail, we have
Google
Amazon
Hangouts,
Web Services,
everything.
we have Dropbox. There's nothing to stop someone in the digital field
From having to go
working
into
from home.
a brick and mortar office.
No reason for you to go into the office.
I mean, we've been working from home for 3 months and
And work been getting done.
work been getting done better. Like it's been going good. No reports are late. I'll get like new people and stuff.
Every job can't work like this, but
No.
I've seen some
I'm just going.
fields-
I know I'll have a unique circumstance
Yeah.
because of the job I'm in. But the job I'm in, as just medicine, I'm sure the office, well, the business rather, has saved so much money on like just AC.
light
Jamaica hot be.
bill, light, water, phone, rent.
Place hot be.
Well, no, them have the place. Them still
Yeah, no, you
paying
have to
rent.
pay rent on it.
But there was a thing I read in America that a lot of big companies were pulling out of lease agreements because they just didn't need office space anymore because the post-COVID world will not allow that anymore. Because the protocols that you'll have to put in place to adhere. Mulatto butts.
Sorry
The
about that,
protocols
guys.
that you'd have to put in to adhere to keep yourself clean of this virus. It would slow down our office.
Do we still say social distancing, or is it just like live with COVID?
All right, here's my thing with social
That kinda
distancing. I don't
doesn't
think
rhyme.
people understand the purpose of social distancing. Social distancing is to prevent people spreading the virus from spitting on you when they speak. When you speak, tiny particles of spit fly out of your mouth. Your eyes are moist. Anything that hits your eyes can go across the membrane so that it's selectively permeable and get into your bloodstream.
Ew!
You can get, if someone with AIDS bleeds on your eye, you could get AIDS.
Yo,
I saw that in CSI.
there is so many
Saw that in
things
CSI.
wrong with that statement. Like, why someone bleeding on my eye? Why am I in a situation?
Say you're in a fight with someone and you punch them in the mouth and you break their nose and their blood flies off and gets in your eye. You're a fighter, so you could have been in a situation like that. If they have a bloodborne disease,
Dog, I'm not fighting no more. No,
If they have a bloodborne disease, it could cross the
In
membrane.
competitions, you gotta take a test.
right? Exactly, which is why they do that.
I never thought of that.
So
It's gross, bro.
why we keep social distance so that spit don't fly from my mouth into your eye, nose, or mouth.
Stop saying I, my guy. Like, ew, bro.
But that's why that's why they wear full face masks in like the supermarkets and stuff. That's why they don't wear masks. They have a full face mask. To protect
People with a lisp are a menace.
the eyes, man. So that's the point of it. So if you go out in public and you are not within, say, 3 to 5 feet of someone, and obviously the louder you speak,
Nigga,
the
you too
further
close to
spit.
me.
If you're not within 3 to 5 feet of someone, you don't need a mask. If you're not speaking in nobody's face, you really don't need a mask.
In all honesty, you know, this is my complete geek
If you
culture
don't
coming
interact
out.
with people, I hate seeing people walking on the road wearing masks.
I hate seeing people in a car
So
with
hot.
the AC. Windows
In the
up,
vehicle
AC
by
on,
themself.
by yourself with the
Wear
mask on.
And where you protect yourself from, bad man?
From you? What's going on
You're just
there?
in there breathing your fumes.
Not gonna lie though, and this is my nerd culture shining through. I really like wearing the mask, bro. I get that steampunk aesthetic going on. What you talking about? Vibes? And everyone has like
I don't like the security issues that it brings up.
what? Oh, you mean like?
You can't when
Well, I mean for the police.
you can't see people. No,
We say it as three cameras are on us.
My family has a retail establishment. So if someone comes into the place with half of their face obscured and they commit a crime,
You can't tell who it is.
exactly. There's actually a guy who came
Even
in
more
like
reason to wear a
bike
mask.
There's a guy who came in a bike mask who was actually refused entry at another store.
What's a bike mask?
The whole plastic face mask.
Oh, like the
With the
like
dirt
the,
bike man them wear.
the head sock.
Sure.
The head sock. That's what I call it.
Sure.
It's called a
No,
bal-
not that. Not the balaclava. Not that. Literally the one. The
For those of you who wonder why we
bike
look
mask that
over,
have the goggles and the mouth protector and everything.
for those of you who wonder why we look over,
It's not a balaclava. It's not cloth, you goat.
Why did you have to call him a goat?
It's plastic.
Why did you have to call him a goat? You were saying something, you're talking about retailers and the security risk posed.
Hey, that's my only thing with masks. And you don't need it. It make it harder to breathe. Shit, place hot as fuck.
I'm really surprised
Global warming really fuck.
I'm surprised it took Bob 4 months to reach here.
No, but here's the thing. But here's my thing.
What you saying, make
scientific thing. I can only work with the news I get, and as many sources of the news
Remind me, I have a question for you about science.
Tell me that everything I get in the news, all the sources tell me that there's this global pandemic. A lot of people are getting sick and dying from this new respiratory virus. It's a novel thing. Nobody has any immunity.
COVID-19.
First theory is that it jumped from bats at this wildlife market.
Yeah, I love that one.
Right now, I go, all right, cool. All of this scientifically makes sense. HIV came from simian immunodeficiency virus. Or it was made in a lab by the CIA.
I was waiting to say that one.
And most of the pandemics that affected the New World, as the colonizers call it, were brought over with them, and it was because they lived in such close proximity to their animals, the chickens, the cows, the goats, the pigs, that the animal-borne diseases mutated and jumped to humans. So when those things hit us, they had never hit any human ever before.
Yep.
Absolutely no immunity. So it run through us like wildfire.
Literally.
Right. So, when COVID came out, the explanations behind it, everything, I was like, all right, cool. I get you.
At the time, it made sense to you.
Now watch this. Because very early on, there was, people saying, it's a lab thing, the one that make it, and the HIV virus present in COVID-19, that allowed, and that was what was allowing it to replicate and mutate so quickly.
So the people who thought it was lab made took that and ran with it.
Right.
Cool.
So I saw that and I was like, all right, skeptical. But all right, people are dead. That take precedent over any government conspiracy. People are dead.
The people are deading.
The people what are dead in befront them girlfriends and their mothers. That's what the woman said.
I shouldn't have laughed. Red flag.
So all that was happening, so I was just watching it. But now as time progressing and I see how the world elite are treating it, it's not real.
Oh, but if they're not afraid, you extrapolate that them know something.
I two thing in a bad man. Either don't realize them have the vaccine.
I never thought of that.
All right.
Holy shit. Never thought of that one.
Two thing.
Wow.
Either don't realize them have the vaccine because them not take it serious.
Hey.
It's a pandemic. Me not say people it not
when
real.
I can't even say when a depend.
Something. It's a Matryoshka doll of fuckery.
What?
Russian dolls.
Okay.
Yeah, Matryoshka dolls.
Why do you know that word and say it so well?
Things, and you have to, because my name is Mikhail. I'm from the United Social. What the USSR stand for again? United Socialist Soviet Republic, I think.
USSR.
That's all.
The USSR stood for the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics.
Yes.
Damn, son.
My name is Mikhail. I was named after Gorbachev.
The Union of Soviet Socialist Republics.
Yeah, because all of the individual countries that now make up in Eastern Europe were all Soviet republics. So this is the Soviet Republic of Ukraine, Soviet Republic of Slovenia, the Soviet Republic
what were their, I want to say policies, but that's probably the wrong word. But you know what I mean?
Wait, what?
Like,
What was the purpose of the Soviet Union?
Yeah.
Communism.
Word.
They control all this land, all these countries under one blanket.
The sickle and hammer. Once I see the sickle and hammer in my mind, I go communism.
Yeah, because that's the emblem of the workers. Because the workers, communists
reap and build.
Said that the workers build the nation, so the workers should have control.
Yeah.
But my issue with communism and why I think communism can never work, if you've ever read Animal Farm, you'll understand. Some animals are more equal than others.
I know what you mean, but someone out there is looking at you funny.
Somebody still has to tell you what to do. There will always be somebody above the workers.
You preach like that?
The government is always above the actual workers because the government tell you what to do.
I preach that people are inherently unequal. No, like some people work really hard. Some people work for other things, some people just chill. Like you have, what them say, A and B type personalities. So people differ. So because people differ, applying a blanket to everybody wouldn't work. That to me, that's why I thought.
No, but no, communism is about pooling resources. It's that everyone should be on the same level. Everyone is at work on the economy. I guess hardcore, like pure communism it comes from commune. Everybody living as a community. So you pool the resources and everybody take just what them need.
Communism.
Okay. So the government gives out rations. You get a certain amount of every type of food a week. This is what the government say you need every week. So if you wanted pizza this week and you never get rations to make pizza, you get fucked. There's no.
I love that you used pizza. But,
there's very little room for individualism in communism because everybody's great. We're all the same. We're all workers. We're all on the same level.
Everybody's
work
great.
for is
Okay, I got that.
All right. So Vietnam, when fuck that pussy that the name. Is Vietnam? No. Is Vietnam? No. Cambodia?
But Jesus, Bob, how do you really feel?
Is it Vietnam or Cambodia? Pol Pot. I think that was Cambodia. The man, Cambodia, right? Yeah, Pol Pot. When the Khmer Rouge was where? Vietnam.
I believe so, yeah.
All right, it was the Khmer Rouge. When the Khmer Rouge...
Team is here, guys.
Yeah. When the Khmer Rouge...
Fire, right?
No, that's Cambodia.
That's Khmer Rouge.
Yeah, but the Khmer Rouge in Vietnam, when they took over, I think it's Vietnam. Guys, do your Googles. Is it a Vietnam or Cambodia? I'm not remembering right now. I think it's either...
We haven't dropped the
It's
Googles
either the
in a while.
Khmer Rouge or Pol Pot. All right? I'm giving you everything you need to do your Googles on this one.
Just so you guys know, I'm right here with you learning too.
Basically, when they took over, it was a communist revolution. They killed intellectuals. Up down to people wearing glasses.
Why would you kill the intellectuals?
Because they
Well,
viewed
you want
the
dumb workers.
intellectuals.
You want dumb workers.
Intellectuals
Yeah.
viewed
Accident.
they viewed the
Figure it out,
intellectual as viewing themselves as superior to the workers.
I pretty thought you would be more intelligent to rebel, so you kill those, keep the workers. But it's more of you're more intelligent, so I think you're better than me, so get rid of them.
Yeah. You're not a worker.
Short man
You don't the actual work. You don't the labor.
You think.
You think.
Oh, how dare you?
Exactly. That don't help. But when them niggas took over, they started killing intellectuals and they took everybody out of the cities and moved them to the countryside to farm. The country's economy collapsed completely in 4 years. Completely. There was no economy left.
Who could have thought, Bob? Who would
When
have thought?
Mao Zedong did do the thing in China, the great leap forward, and millions of people dead in a famine.
Who would have thought?
Communism don't work because humans are inherently greedy people.
Yo, while I have you
Greedy animals.
while I have you in Gear 3, what are your thoughts about this movement of getting rid of racist statues and like them throwing some in the lakes or rivers, that decapitating like the ones of Christopher Columbus? Man, they want to get rid of the Gandhi statues.
I'm a bad person to ask this question because
No, you're the perfect person to ask this question because you're going to say some wild shit. What?
a statue
What are
don't
your
mean
thoughts,
shit to
bro?
me. Like I see a statue is just something for a bird to shit on.
See, that was my thought. I didn't think you would have my thought.
Nah, a statue.
I thought you would have a more
the
complex
only
thought than my
statues
base
I fuck
herself.
with are the statue them from 1500 years ago. Like the Russian, the arts. I fuck with those statues. Venus de Milo, David, the thinker. Yeah. Them kind of thing, the fountains, I fuck with those kind of sculptures and statues.
Like the
These are
Greek
the
and
ones to
Athens one.
commemorate niggas who killed people, war heroes. I don't get it. All right, them cussing about the one about Gandhi.
Ooh, you
up
said
at
war
UE.
heroes. You reminded me of something.
Gandhi was fine.
No, they
The
Gandhi like
world-
burn
wait,
black
no.
people and sleep
The
with his
world
nieces and shit.
loved Gandhi up until like maybe a couple of years ago.
Yeah, why was I thought that Gandhi was such a dope person when I was young?
Exactly.
Why? Because I remember being taught, or at least not being taught, because no one sat down and taught me about Gandhi.
We
but
were taught the
through
colonial
TV
history.
and media.
We were taught colonial history.
Yeah, I learned that Gandhi was like this great dude.
But you find out
No,
later
I
on in
come
life,
find
Gandhi
out.
hated black people.
Hated black people, slept with his like nieces naked
Yeah.
as a test his sexual prowess, and if he failed, that means he was just going to fuck them, and I'm sure that happened.
Yep.
It's like, brother, what the hell? Why were we taught he was some great dude? who ate and lived on fruits.
And when hunger strikes to free India.
Do you know why we were taught
You
that?
know what we weren't taught?
What?
What the British did in India.
Oh, and I
What Churchill did to the Bengalis. Yeah,
Bad
they
man.
need to look that shit up.
bad man. When I tell you that this stuff that has been going on, like Black Lives Matter protest and
Black wives also matter.
oh, definitely Black Lives Matter protest and a lot of stuff that's been going on Twitter because that's my preferred social media. So there's a lot of social issues I've been spoken about, and been following them, reading up on stuff, finding names, and like doing research and shit. Yo, people, evil in a bad man. People, evil.
If any of you follow me on
in a bad
Twitter,
man. I
which
read
I
up
tell you
on
not
what
to
happened
do.
to the people, to the Congolese. Bad man. I was
Wait.
angry.
You know that meme of the brother, the noose through him neck?
Yeah.
First time?
Yeah, oh, first
That's how I feel hearing you said that.
First time?
First time, buddy?
Brother, I was, what do you mean?
You ever see that picture? All right. If you're reading about the Congolese, you saw the picture of the man staring at the hand and foot of his daughter.
Yeah. Who they
They
ate.
chopped off his daughter. No. They chopped
Yeah.
off her hand and foot because he didn't meet the quota. He didn't
Oh, I
bring
saw
in enough
another one
rubber.
then.
No, he didn't bring in enough rubber off the plantation that day.
Was he
So instead of cutting off his hand and
was
foot,
he in like a house?
no, it's just a man sitting down on the ground.
Oh, I saw a different
looking at the hand and foot on the ground in front of him. The next man looking at him.
I saw a different. Oh no, there was only this one dude, and he was like he had in his hands, and it's a black and white photo, like from a text, and it's like figure 3, and it's quoted there. Man loses his child to the raiders, the white people who came in and ate him like food. I saw this one photo of a little black kid in a cage, like a bird cage, and 2 white girls standing up on either side of him, just like posing, like, "Hey, look at my pet."
Yeah.
We get to be angry. What do you mean,
All right.
brother?
All right. Let me tell you something. You see, the Congo in particular is
Some horrific shit, dog. Shout out to IBs. Him did bring it up, and I went and read about it. Thank you for that.
long time I preach about Congo. Congo should be the richest country on earth based on its mineral wealth. But Congo, when King Leopold of Belgium colonized Congo, he didn't make it a colony of Belgium. He made it the property of the king. So it was his personal property to do with as he
As he
pleased.
saw fit.
So he wasn't held to any law. He could do whatever he wanted to do. So they went down there, and the thing that did most was rubber plantations, latex trees where they drain the sap and make rubber from it.
Word.
So but how they punished the slaves, because they basically enslaved the natives there, they would cut off limbs if they didn't meet quotas. But then they realized in doing that, then if
You're
you're shortening your own workforce, so they started doing it to their families.
Dog.
And the quotas were some like ridiculous shit, like things that you would have to work breakneck every day to make. So
The capacity for evil is.
but here what happened no. When Congo achieved independence in 1960, 1960. All the white people.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was 2 years before us. So don't say nothing.
Dog.
Congo achieved independence in
Yeah,
1960.
but that is wild too when you think about it, that this just happened.
All the white people left in 2 weeks. Bear in mind, no black person, no native inhabitant of the country was in a position of power in the government, in any business. There were no managers, there were no coaches, no trainers.
There's no one to run
There's
anything.
no one to run the country. And literally all the white people left in 2 weeks, and ever since then, Congo has been in the shit. Because they left a broken country and just left it to fester.
That's
And
what they
now
do, isn't it?
Congo has most of the rare earth minerals we need to make modern technology right now. And most of the mines are controlled by corporate companies who hire private security firms who act as private militias to protect their interests in the country. The government really only controls the capital, and even then there is religious violence in the Congo between the Christians and the Muslims.
Did you just struggle to not say violence?
Yeah. It's Jamaica. What?
Drop my R's everywhere. I'm sorry.
So
There's no R in the word violent.
Violence.
violence. So the Congo is a particular sore point. Like
Yeah,
me
no,
personally,
that did vex me.
alright, I'm
History vexes me.
for lack of a better term, infatuated with Europe. The idea of jumping on a train and going to a different country is amazing to me. The food over there, the beer, the chocolate,
But that's how the
meat.
evil start.
Wait, no, the culture. The culture over there is what entices me. And as I said, literally, it's just the ability to jump on a train and go to the next country. I can fuck off to the next country for a day and come back to mine in the night. Like in Jamaica, I can go beach for the day.
Yeah.
I can go North Coast
Same vibe.
and come back South Coast. Like to go to a different country is amazing to me. So I study a lot of European stuff. Belgium, to me, they have over 800 types of endemic beer. I can drink a different beer every day for over 3 years.
Hey, you're a nigga
For
that
almost 3
likes
years.
his beer, you know, bro.
I love beer.
I don't
Belgian
I like
chocolate,
rum.
fantastic. Belgian waffles.
Belgian chocolate,
fantastic.
amazing. Waffles, amazing.
Most frites, I think they're called mussels
that?
and fries.
What?
Mussels and fries, a big thing over there.
That sounds like it would taste good.
But yeah. So I want
Fried food and chips, yeah.
So I want to go there. They are the worst people on the planet. I'm sorry.
Qualify that statement.
They're half Dutch, half French.
The French,
Qualified.
stick
The
up.
French colonies in the world are the worst
We're
colonies.
gonna just stick a pin
shit
right
on
there.
by their
We're gonna
home,
just
by
stick
the
a pin
colonizer.
right there because we're gonna come back to a very
And the
serious
Dutch
conversation.
are the first to look at black people.
You
and call
love
them
French
less.
people. When the you love
No,
French
they
people,
protest a lot.
brother. When the riots started going off, I saw someone retweet and say, "Oh, the French love a good protest.
They
They love a
I
good
think I was
protest."
the one who retweeted that. Nigga.
It's like,
The
the
French
French love
love
a
a good protest.
There's
bad
this
man.
one dude who was fisting police in the face.
And the police was running away from
The police them have riot shields and baton and he's a former championship
stand up,
boxer.
they just a
And
knock
the man
man.
is just knocking dog in the face, brother. And the man them is moving backwards.
Police are stumble over each other, try to get away from the fist.
Is which country them did set up police on fire?
Somewhere in Asia, I think.
Man them was just like,
No. Mexico.
And someone said, that's how you do that.
That's how you fucking protest. So you want the police leave y'all niggas gonna beat me? Set your ass on fire. Beat me now.
Yeah, have you seen any other videos of not even people at protests, but like man at them front door looking out, and police are telling them like, "Yo, go inside," and if they don't go inside, while I'm at my front
Them
door,
just spraying pepper
I'm just
spray at
spraying pepper spray and beating rubber bullets at people. I'm at my front. I'm on my porch. I can't be on my porch.
I saw a news story from a couple of years ago after the Parkland shooting, where the LA police said that the LA the district school police said that they would give back their grenade launchers, but they're keeping the armored vehicle.
The
And I would
school.
love to
Hold
know
on. What school police need with rocket launchers, bro?
why did LAPD school police needed rocket grenade launchers, and they said them not giving up
but
the armored vehicle.
under
though.
that, dog, you don't remember a couple weeks ago, dog, you had the peaceful protesters and patriotic white people in McDonald's with grenade launchers on them back talking about freedom.
They're not
What you
McDonald's.
need a grenade launcher for?
There was a state that they literally stormed the house, the
No,
Capitol building.
I know.
and were in there with
I
their
know the
guns.
Capitol building, but like that's a planned thing. I'm talking about before they got to the Capitol
them
building.
just out there
the man
walking around with them
literally
guns?
out there, just a walk
Open
around
carry.
with a rocket launcher strapped to them back. Wait, that is not home defense because you fire that in anywhere near your home. You don't have that part of your home anymore. Don't tell me that is a home defense weapon. You do not need a rocket launcher.
No, but the First Amendment allows me to bear arms.
The First Amendment allows you to do the First Amendment's there, and the Second Amendment's to protect the First Amendment. Essentially, I think Chappelle said that joke.
Is it the First Amendment? No. The First Amendment is
Right to
talk
free
shit.
speech.
The
And
Second
then-
Amendment is right to bear arms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't listen. Here, what I don't want to talk about Americans and them shit that happening for them country. You know why shit happening in
Our country.
And big man thing America. Film the shit that go on long time. And
Yeah.
it's not gonna solve now.
Let's talk about some shit that's been going on in our country. Like, as I was saying, I learned about what happened to the Congolese and it made me sick. Here's another thing that made me fucking sick. And it has to do right with our country. the gentleman who was in prison for 40 years without trial.
Why you pause me?
I started you.
Oh, so why you did pause me?
Remember that camera only records in 13-minute bursts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Shit, you broke my train of thought. Yeah, the gentleman who was in
Train.
The gentleman who was in prison. But there's your fucking R's again, you know.
Three.
Yeah, there's your
It's a H.
Timmy's hair just dropping it everywhere. Yeah. Serious thought. The gentleman who was in prison for 40 years without trial and literally withered down.
Prison.
Brother, when I tell you, I said, like, I saw photos of the man and the man literally looked like a tree.
Alright.
He looked like a tree.
Allow me to speak on this matter.
And not a healthy tree.
Let me speak on this matter.
Run it. See a camera there?
That
Or
man,
see the main there?
there's that man, and they found 8 other inmates that were in a similar circumstance. That man died and made the news. There are 8
What
other inmates
is
in
it said
similar
there? Hell, that
circumstance.
who's...
The Governor General's whim or whatever the fuck. them
That's
say.
essentially what it
That's
is.
him whim and fancy.
Essentially.
But any which way, all 8 of those other men, plus the one who died, Rastafarian. All of them are there by themselves by mental defect. There's some reason why they're held there because there's something wrong with them head. You know what them used to say drive you mad?
Herb.
What Rastaman do?
Smoke herb.
What Jamaica do? Hate Rastaman. Never forget that. Jamaica hate Rastaman and hate Rasta culture. As much as it is now making a resurgence in popular culture,
Yeah.
Rastafarians are hated in this country.
Is Bustamante did say to that?
Bustamante
Yeah.
called them pigs.
Yeah.
No. Bustamante said the only good Rastaman is a
A
dead
dead
Rastaman.
Rastaman. Yeah.
That man is a national hero in this country. Cora.
Wanna argue about things like Gandhi and Yui. Why is a man who said
Exactly.
that people of Jamaica who just call them a Rastaman, the only good Rastaman is a dead Rastaman.
It's a national
and
hero.
that is a national hero.
Yeah.
Wanna argue about Gandhi and Columbus.
No, that's what I said. There's so much happening in Fuga country that I don't need to pre the world. Like, something there.
Y'all got me fucked up.
The Coral Gardens massacre when them going to kill all of the rest of them. The man literally said the police went in there, started arresting people and started cutting off the dreadlocks. That is an assault on them, something there, you know. And them, that's an assault on your religious freedoms.
Yep.
I don't know the Jamaican constitution, but I feel like that guaranteed under the constitution. Any lie out there can fact check me on that one there, I don't know. But Jamaica hate Rastaman.
Yeah.
Hate Rastaman.
My throat just itched the hell out of me. I don't know what that was.
It's such a fuck up
Probably
thing.
'cause it's Bustamante goes
They're
to fuck with
talking
me.
about, there was the thing the other day, Adam Stewart, like Trump posts and people jump on Adam Stewart. I said, but Adam Stewart must be a fucking Republican.
He's a rich white man.
Exactly.
What do you want him to be?
What do you want him to do? Like,
He's a rich white man. Him go protect him rich white man
Jamaica,
interests.
literally, in
You
Jamaica,
always say Jamaica's a Republican country anyway.
we're a right-wing conservative country. We just
Driven
don't,
by the
we just
Bible.
don't label things like that in Jamaica.
You just label it as fuckery and like good
Yeah.
things.
But Jamaican, the social hierarchy that from slave days still exists is still the white people who own land, who have the money.
But Bob, there is no colorism or
People say there's no racism.
There's no racism in Jamaica.
There's colorism.
so
Let me
not the
tell you
same
something.
thing.
Every Jamaican, every time there's a story about plastic rice, racism.
Cause them said China rice.
It's always a Chinaman
Yeah.
that give with plastic rice.
Yeah. Always.
Racism. The Chinese in Jamaica face racism from every Jamaican. Whether you know it or not, you have some
Why
prejudice.
are you looking at me? Then guy will refute that
No, I'm
statement.
just saying you have some prejudice in you ingrained by society against the
The
Chinese. in
number
Jamaica.
one prejudice of Jamaican people and China man is them dirty and
Them
eat dog.
dirty and
The
eat dog.
first thing is them dirty.
Yeah.
Don't know
Every
where
Jamaican has that
is
stereotype
the
of Chinese
first stereotype I learned.
Yeah.
And it's the most pirated one.
I grew up in Linston. You know what? When a goat shit it come out round. You know what them used to call it?
Chinese marble.
Chinese marble.
Yeah. If you
I must say Chinaman literally play with shit. I learned
I
that
drink
as a
rum.
child growing up.
I like to go like the shop them because I can't be bothered to go in the supermarket more times. So you just pull up at a wholesale, 9 times out of 10, go be a Chinese man running the wholesale.
And why you
Make a person go there for something and them don't have what them want. The first sentence you're going to hear
Dirty
is
Chinaman.
dirty Chinaman. That is the first sentence you go hear.
And it is so the racism in Jamaica exists. But the thing is, our racism is tied to our classism in that certain races hold certain strata. Them like we are racist. All right, we be all right,
You
majority
assume
of-
the white man have money.
I shouldn't say we because my light skin, so I don't face a lot of the struggle that I'm
You're,
about to speak
you're
about.
fairly racially ambiguous.
Right. I'm a brown man, but the majority of Jamaicans are black people.
Anybody call him Mr. Chin before?
Enough time.
See that?
Majority of Jamaicans are being black people tend to be racist against the classes of people who hold money. The Indians, the Chinese, the white people. But that is because the black people have been disenfranchised literally from the existence of Jamaica to the point that them just don't have money, them don't have generational wealth, there's no
They're-
land.
There's also like a difference in mentality. Because the Asian community, I'm going to stop saying China man. The Asian community tend to keep money within themselves.
Black man, white man, China man.
I love those jokes. Anybody that says them didn't like those jokes when they were young, you're a liar.
Liar. I don't care how PC.
I don't care how PC you are, bad man. You know black man, white man, Chinese man jokes that slap differently when you're in primary or prep school. But generally, dog, Asian community tend to spend money within the Asian community.
But here's another thing about the racism. Yes, the majority of Jamaicans, we're picking on the Chinese. I don't know why. Them
You
easy,
brought it up.
easy target. Chinese people, Asian people on a whole, tend to stick to themselves and they end up being very xenophobic and racist against people who are not them. The same black man who said dirty Chinaman will be called dirty nigger by the same
Chinaman.
dirty Chinaman. So the racism goes both ways, but racism exists. We in Jamaica kind of just have worked around it. We just work,
I
or I
wouldn't
should
say
say
work
work with
around
it.
Work with it. Like it just, dead.
It's part of what we do apparently at this point. So but as I said, the classism is racism because
Did you see that think piece? I'm sorry.
certain
Finish.
races
Finish.
certain races hold certain classes in Jamaica, and that is the problem. The distribution of wealth still sticks to
Anybody from Think
the
Piece
slave
Twitter
hierarchy.
watching this, tell me say a lie where I tell.
No, it still sticks to the slave hierarchy. Literally, the white landowners, the colored indentured laborers, the black slaves. That's literally the same hierarchy that exists now.
Somebody mentioned like one day we're going to talk about the plight that lighter skinned people face because people automatically assume them have money.
I mean, all right, it's not something you should ever complain about because it's not a real problem.
Boo-hoo.
But people always beg me, and Batman, I wish I could have begged you a thing more a while. I you didn't even know how my pocket stay, my G. But that's not something you complain about for real. Like,
People
that's
think-
not an actual issue.
People think I'm living a good life.
Oh, God.
Boo-hoo, my nigga.
In the words of my good friend Ryan Latiba there,
You will not
You will
make
not
me
make me
feel
feel
bad
bad
for living a good life. Fam,
never.
that was one of the hottest bars that dropped. Church, right? That was one of the hottest bars him to drop, man. Like I remember we were at work, we used to work at the same company, and somebody was saying like a struggle that they had, and then just at the end of it, just quips. Oh, Lati no know nothing about them thing they know. And without missing a beat, the dog stop, turns around and go, what do you think you're gonna make me feel bad for living a good life?
can't.
I was like, dog, bars forever. I will never lose that.
Can't. Can't make me feel bad for living a good life. Like, as I say, as I literally just said, as a brown man in Jamaica, I don't face a lot of the problems that most Jamaicans face in this country. And the fuck up thing is, nobody hate a black man like a black man.
Nope.
It's ridiculous.
It's amazing.
Crab in a barrel mentality, real.
You ain't going nowhere, Nico.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Alright, you say Chinese people spend money in them community. Other racial groups in this country spend money and keep the money among them community and uplift each other. Them lend each other money. Them do things for each other. The black man don't do that for the most
I
part.
don't know. Couple people
know why.
reached a certain subscriber amount and they are now monetized. Like Daniel, big up Daniel, you see me?
Daniel. I saw that. Big up yourself. I saw
big
the
up
tweet.
yourself, Daniel. As always, I congratulate you about it on Friday.
I'm not going to watch your ads, but big up.
Boy Things Pod Kareem recently started, monetized. He's doing his thing.
Boy Things,
Also
big
helping with that. Big and the man get a radio show.
Big up.
You know, people immediately started saying things like, why everybody want to start a YouTube page, or why him, why not them, blah blah blah. Why you hating? Somebody said the realest thing earlier today.
You're doing something them want.
Somebody said the realest thing earlier today, dog. If everybody supported each other's page, nobody could fail. Think about that. It not take nothing for click or subscribe.
Right,
you know?
here's my complaint about the subscribe thing, though.
No, I'm not saying like just subscribe.
fuck
I'm
up my
talking about in
homepage.
general. Not saying just subscribe. I'm
You
talking
fuck
about
up
in
my
general.
homepage because, like, if I just subscribe and support you and I don't really go and watch your videos,
Yeah.
it will show up on my homepage.
All right, look at it this way. There's another thing. There's another thing somebody else said.
But because it's the same way, like, I support in spirit.
They don't do digital. They do physical
Also on the
products.
YouTube,
They're the physical products, and they were on that thread that I was reading, and they were saying like, yeah, one of the hardest things for them to do is to sell to friends, but strangers are some of their biggest supporters. Why is that?
I don't know. Friend, I go on this one.
Yeah. And there's something to that when like people hear like black owned business, them assume it going cheaper. That's that whole thing in mind.
I don't know. That's racism again, I guess. But I hate. Here's why I hate this racism argument. Here's why I hate this racism argument. Right?
Everything
Can be tied back to racism.
Everything can you can
Every
literally tie
single
everything
thing.
back to it.
And that's because of human history. Human history has literally been the exploitation of all colored people on the planet by the white people on the planet.
There's somebody out there that's fuming that you said
Fuming, but
There's somebody
literally
out there that's fuming.
go through the
That you
history
just said
of
that
every
sentence.
country on this planet. They have been at some point, except Ethiopia, big up yourself, fucked over by the white man. Every single country. And Ethiopia got fucked over by the white man in modern times. They were just never conquered. But yeah, fuck the
Vibes.
UN. Sorry.
The Dornish.
The UN, fuck them niggas.
Oh.
The UN, them never the shit for the
yeah,
famine in
yeah,
Ethiopia. Them never the shit for the genocide in Rwanda.
Does the UN do anything for brown people?
No, the US won't leave the UN in, I bet you.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't.
Bet the US won't leave the UN.
I remember when I heard that I got this news report. Trump removes funding for WHO. I immediately screenshot sent Bob and go, explain. Because I don't know what's happening, but that sounds bad. And Bob just goes, you want a real explanation or like fuckery?
Him taking ball and go home. Him was losing, so him taking ball and go home.
The man plug out the game. And so I'm done
And he
with
went the
this.
fuck home.
Man, go.
That's basically, he's a big child.
Oh yeah, we're talking about before the
Is my
pod
camera
started.
still running?
We're making jokes. That's still there, Tina. We're making jokes before the pod started, right? Talking about international politics and stuff. If
I'm so sorry.
No, I thought you fell.
what just happened over there?
Chair. I'm on 2 chairs at once.
Okay, because we thought you fell a while ago. We were medzing, right? If you were going to pull chicken shit and go into the bunker to hide from protest, just flip it and make a joke and say, no, I wasn't hiding, I was inspecting the bunker in case I have to hide. But now the dog was like, nah, to go down there, go wiggle the door,
I went and go check the doorknobs,
flick the switch.
flick the switch. There were 2 bulbs that were out. Had I not gone, that would not have been found out. So it was important that I inspected the bunker right then and there.
Oh, here's a thing we can talk about for 5 minutes. We're talking about it in the group last week that one of our coping mechanisms as Jamaicans is we run joke about things. That in and of itself is a problem because since we run joke about serious things, we don't take anything serious. And as a result, it takes a longer time for change to be enacted. That conversation was being had in the group at like the most random time of the day. So no one was really doing anything. So we got real deep into that conversation. And about 3 main ideas emerged. So I want to pick Bob's brain because he was at work, so he wasn't in that convo. The first one is, yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that. The second one is, yeah, we make jokes about serious things, but when it's time for serious times, things can happen. And the third is, yeah, we take everything for joke, and as a result, nothing can take serious, and that's one of our biggest problems as a nation.
No.
To all of the above.
Life hard, you know?
I know. I was the one that said we make joke 'cause life hard.
Life hard. Life for Jamaicans been hard from day one.
Yeah, from the
Since the
get-go.
breaking ground for the bad slaves. Then we were, after independence, the US fuck we. Because Manly did a body with the USSR.
Why for that?
Then come 1980, CIA bring gun in our country, make JLP win, come fuck you up.
See, I burned down a church with 150 old man in there.
The country been PJ. The country been
Again,
going.
somebody's fuming.
Country been going. So
He's going to make sure.
yeah.
He's doing nothing going just to make sure.
Yeah. Bruce ain't much better. So whatever. Whichever side you're on, I don't give a fuck.
What's the fuck both sides?
Yeah, fuck same two sides of the same kind. Like so
But all lives matter? No lives matter.
life been hard in Jamaica. So if we want to laugh about the shit that happened to us, I don't care. We need to laugh about it. Because two things you do, you either laugh or you cry. The problem with Jamaicans is we don't learn. The same things happen to us. The same
Over and
shitty
over.
things happen over and over.
Yeah.
And we make joke about the same thing over and over.
Ah.
And we never do anything about the thing.
I knew you had
That
something
is the
there.
problem in Jamaica. It's not that we can't take it serious.
Is that we don't.
We don't.
Aye.
We can. We take a lot of things serious in Jamaica. When, alright, we take football serious when we're winning.
Yeah, fuck.
We take track and field serious when we're winning. We take cricket serious when
Regardless.
No, the
Some
old
man
man
take
them take it
serious
regardless. The
regardless,
old man them.
dog.
But the younger when we're winning. So Jamaicans, we're a nationalistic people to a point. We are the only ones allowed to
Is it-
shit on Jamaica.
Oh, yeah,
Nobody
yeah,
else can
yeah,
say
yeah.
anything bad about
Yeah, that's-
our country.
That's
'Cause
facts.
we live it every day and we love it as shitty as it is.
That is that is so true. We can shit on Jamaica. You better shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you don't live it.
Because you're not ready for what, but you're going to hear some things about your mother that you are not. There was a celebrity in America he's a sports analyst who made a comment about Jamaica on Twitter. It happened, let's see, at 10 o'clock. By 10:07, 7 minutes, the man had to make another tweet saying, I am sorry, please leave my mother alone. I don't understand half of this. You understand how Jamaican people move, dog?
Beer suck your mother and pick up.
What? Lava juice this, dive in a Susan that.
Yeah.
Brother, oh
Yeah.
my
Fucking feel
God.
like.
You man should have shut up.
Yeah. But that's we Jamaicans love our country, but I don't know. I think we feel like we can't fix it because we have the blade, Mr. Chin have the angle.
Why you going back to Mr. Chin?
That's just what Jamaicans would say.
Okay.
Or the white man have the angle.
Yeah.
Or the coolie man have the angle.
The powers that be are overs.
Right.
Are overs.
So we feel like we can't make a difference. And for the most part,
No, I refuse to
I'm sorry.
co-sign that. That
I'm
sentence.
sorry. You saw all of them
We
protests.
can
Wait, no,
cause
you saw all of them
change.
protests in America.
Uh-huh.
Not gonna go on.
We can cause change. I
You
refuse
see the-
to co-sign this statement.
You see the real powers that be, the one them when nobody no know, them things are run or them like things for run. Them now go just lay down and make things
Hey,
change.
you live in a depressing world, you know,
That's why I'm fleeing. Yeah, me talk
I
to Tim about build my
refuse-
hydroponic
Yeah,
setup.
that's what we were talking about before this started. I refuse to co-sign that statement.
The trees,
You
the pocket
can
them
make
over.
change.
No, change
We
can't
can
happen,
make change.
Alright, but you better tell
We
you
have to go
something.
kill people and burn things down.
Ah, thank you.
But it not gonna be peaceful. It not gonna
Me?
be democratic.
Now gonna be the one
It's
to
like-
do the
it's
change.
like the people
Wait,
saying-
me not gonna be the one to do the change because the man who lead that get.
Get killed. Yeah. Shit. Martin Luther wasn't even violent and they still killed him.
Ah.
So, things are for dead. Place like a bun down like you seen happen. I just remembered something. I shouldn't laugh, but you'll see why I laugh. Tim, remember I was telling you the other day? The Jamaican police killed someone in a community, and as a result, the community started blocking road, protesting, cussing, doing what Jamaican people do. A girl makes a comment that, and I quote, when America, them say when America sneeze, Jamaica catch cold. Everything Americans do, Jamaicans do. Someone makes a comment on that and says, yeah man, said from the privilege of Norbrook Estates or some shit like that. I click on it because I'm like, wow, what did this person say? And then the tweet under that, a person says, you know, I was going to cuss you, but then I read your bio. So it's like, what does her bio say? Click on the bio. Badman bio says I was born in 2000. I wasn't here for the 1990s gas strike. I'm sheltered. I don't watch news. Stop bullying me. That's what it said. TV at night. Drop the phone and then with laughing on my. That's one of the fucking dog.
You cannot cuss that person. She has acknowledged all her faults. Yes. Yes. So please, whoever that girl is,
Yo,
yes,
big you up.
please stop bullying her, guys.
Please stop bullying her.
Big
But
up yourself.
big up yourself. That was mad honest. Okay.
We want more people like her in her life because she knows that she ignorant.
And
So
she accept her
she don't bother
ignorance.
tell you say, I know everything. No, she just accept it. My girl, wherever you're there in her life,
Big up.
big up your ignorant self here.
Big up.
Brother, it was so funny, dog. It's the ending that sealed it, you know. Stop bullying me.
Stop bullying her, please.
Oh, I can only imagine the messages you receive. Yo, cyberbullying's a real thing in Jamaica, you know, mate. There was an older person that got the wrath of some mate earlier last week and then started complaining about ageism. But in arguing about ageism, proved that, oh, it's a classist thing because you are in a certain position, you should be above reproach, which is the exact issue.
No, it's not. It's still ageism. It's just in the opposite way of what they're claiming it.
Oh, yeah.
Old
yeah,
people
yeah.
in Jamaica generally believe they're beyond reproach
Like, picnic for
by anyone.
if you are in a conversation and know this reach you before, man, them from Jamaica and anybody with Caribbean parents, I know this reaching you before. Your parents are cussing you about something and in the process of cussing them, ask you a question. You go to answer the question, but just by going, them say, we are back talk. Not back talking you, I'm answering the question you ask. No, you can't do that if you just shut up. But then if you shut up, why you not say nothing? Them can't make up their mind. I know we've all been there. But generally in Jamaica, you're right. Old people said picnic for just shut up and listen. And like, look. They should be seen and not heard. Essentially.
like women.
Whoa!
That's what the old people believe that as well. That's
I
not
know.
my belief.
I know. I just don't need to say that sentence.
I know. I had to leave that little pause there just to. No, I had to leave the pause just to hot up a few skulls.
There's a little pregnant pause.
Yeah.
Just breathe your brain
Some
right
little
there.
thermodynamic activity in some craniums out there. So what the fuck him? Oh.
You know, that's exactly what.
So the fuck the procedure? Bill.
He's on our side. Yeah, man, yeah, wrong. All right, cool.
I don't believe it. Old people believe that children and women should be seen and
Not heard. Yeah, that's a
So
real talk.
neither the child nor
In
the woman can
2020.
say anything to them
In
to
20
correct them in any way, shape, or form.
In 2020, people still believe
Stop
that.
saying that 2020, bad man. People at Jamaica shit now all same way. Enough communities still have pit latrine, no running water, no electricity. Man, I go stand pipe, go catch water for going here.
And in 2020, that should not be a thing.
Yeah, but that's how I stop saying at 2020. That
Please don't ever say shit now. Like,
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You want, alright. You see the thing when Black Lives Matter take over the whole news cycle. Yemen is collapsing as a country. COVID is destroying the people.
I thought that was
which
fake.
was already going through famine, which was already going through civil war because the Saudis are bombing the fuck out of them. And America and Russia play proxy war down there with the people, them life. The country is falling apart. That ain't in the news. Africans, as again. Well, no, that's not Africa, is it? No. Yemen's not Africa. It's Middle Eastern. Anyway,
Did
colored
you just
people.
check your mental map?
Yeah, I did actually. I literally just went,
I saw. I know.
can't know where it is. Because Yemen has an exclave by on the Omani coast. Yes. An exclave is a part of a country separate from the country.
Thank you. I was
Completely separated by another country.
I don't know if you're talking about mother a while ago. Like you had to.
And you have enclaves, which is a part of a country that is completely surrounded by another country.
What? You can have a country.
Lesotho is an enclave within South Africa, sorry. Lesotho is completely surrounded by South Africa.
And it's not a South African country.
No.
Huh?
All
Well,
borders.
then again, man bought plots to the moon. So
No,
knock yourself out.
I love
Is you to tell me that?
I love weird geographical and
Facts.
geological facts. So like if you ever look at a map of the African countries, Namibia has a really weird like jutting point at the top, or just a really skinny stretch of land near the northern part. And that's because they didn't have a water route to the eastern coast of Africa, but there was a river that came right there. So the colonizers at that country, the Germans, I believe, just bought that piece of land from the guys who colonized the country next door. So that's why that piece of land is there, so that they could get to the river to get them to the other coast.
It makes sense.
Yeah, fun fact. But there are a lot of videos. YouTube, CGP Grey, I think is his name, Grey with an E. CGP Grey. He does a lot of cool videos about like European Union, like the difference between the
How old
United
were you when you had
Kingdom.
the spelling of grey explained to you? Like why one's A and one's E? England E, America A.
Yeah, maybe within the last 10 years.
Yeah. Again, why didn't I learn that in
The
school?
English spelling is with an E, the American spelling is with an A.
Just Americans being Americans again.
Yeah, they just wanted to be different. That's why baseball is a bastardized form of cricket.
That's why they drive on the wrong side of the
They
road.
just wanted to do everything different than the British.
Fuck
because
your
they're like,
uniforms.
Yo, fuck you guys.
We're out. Woo!
America. Woo!
America.
You know what's hilarious?
Fuck yeah.
I don't think anybody really agrees. First Americans had British accents.
Go back to your country, guys.
All of the first Americans
We're British.
were British colonizers. George Washington was born in Britain, I think.
Somehow, from a British accent came an Alabama accent. I don't know.
No.
How
All right.
could that happen?
The Cajuns.
But my
No, that's
dog.
Louisiana.
Yeah, that's Louisiana.
I don't know Alabama. I can explain the Cajuns in Louisiana.
I can explain the Cajuns.
That's the French.
I can
That's
explain
because of the French.
The French Quarter.
Yeah.
For New
No.
Orleans and them places. Yeah, I can explain that.
The Acadians from Canada moved down to
Man, they
Louisiana,
call them
and their
Cajuns.
names was corrupted from Acadian to it's the Cajuns. So
Like Yucatan Peninsula. I don't know.
Yeah. White man gets to Mexico. Man say, yo, what the land your name? Man look and say, I don't know what the fuck you saying, bad
But
man.
he says it in his language.
Yucatan.
Man say Yucatan. Man say, what a beautiful name.
Place a nice Yucatan. All right. Yucatan the place a name. Man say, what the fuck you must say? Him not know neither. Say, two I don't know. Why must
Man say, I don't know what you're saying. Yucatan. Exactly.
Nobody knows what's happening.
Yeah, history have some. We're gonna do an episode about the drunkest moments in history. I think that's the next episode. Drunkest moments in history. I will do some research. Drunk and high moments in history. Oh shit, we're out of time. You also gotta get home to your woman and your daughter. So bun game
Curfew still real?
I mean, I don't.
What time
pay
you go
attention.
home, Timmy?
When I'm ready.
Anytime before 11.
When I'm
When
ready.
the police stop you, what you say?
Sorry.
Stop me.
Bobby, you want to wrap up the show?
Yeah. So in
Put him on the spot.
in closing this essay, in conclusion,
In conclusion, those white men
no,
are
you're not supposed to say
dangerous.
that, right? You're supposed to say in conclusion. It's supposed to be in concluding. That's what that is. In what?
I have a way of
Wrapping
words.
up this expose.
Right?
Yes.
Yo, thank you everyone for
Wrapping up
listening
this
to the
expose
pod.
on the dangers of the white man.
Thank you everyone for listening to the podcast. Boom Draw Physics
Wait,
for
no,
the
I'm
outro
wrapping
song.
up. What the
Prismatic Verse for the outro and intro sequence and the graphics. Bob's now gonna wrap up his expose on those white men are dangerous.
Do you Google kids? Read about what they did to the Congo.
Oh, that's gonna make you mad.
Really mad. Read what the Belgians did to the Congo. Read what the UN didn't do in Rwanda.
Oh,
Read what the Dutch did in South Africa. The Germans in Namibia.
why are you trying to like piss
The
everyone off?
Portuguese in Angola. The French in Mali. The
Hey, but not all white people, right? I joke.
the Spanish in the Canary Islands. So just
Yeah.
no, but listen, let me tell you something.
He's
I was
depressing
trying to
people.
say at the beginning, if y'all follow me, which I tell them not to do every week, my Twitter header says people are cruel, and it's true.
He ain't wrong.
People are fucking cruel for no fucking reason other than greed most of the time. Just because you have something them don't have and them want it and them just going to come take it because them have sword and metal and you have bow and arrow. And them feel like you're less than them. Like literally, I was reading something that said like all those cannibals we hear about in the stories, like even the Caribs. What we learned that the Caribs were cannibals and the Tainos were peaceful. The Caribs weren't cannibalistic.
They weren't?
No, but the Spanish said that to give them to legitimize the reason for them to fuck them up.
The other,
exactly.
make them the great other.
History
and then
full
he
of
can
shit,
do
man, and we're not taught. Remember,
horrible
history is
things.
written by the winner and the white man wants him write himself in the best light possible. So if him write himself in the best light possible and him still looks a fuck up, imagine what the pussy really do. Good night and gone to bed. The way how the world set up right now, I bet on a gone to bed.
Dropping bombs on your moms.
Gone to bed. Fuck Carl Arms.